In the vast and ancient land of China, a world unfolds where breathtaking nature and timeless tradition are inextricably linked. It is a realm of staggering beauty, where the earth itself seems to tell stories. For centuries, travelers have been drawn to these landscapes, not just for their visual splendor, but for the deep sense of history and myth that permeates the very air. Here, every mountain, every river, every silent weathered rock holds a secret, a fragment of a legend passed down through generations. These are places that resonate with a power that goes beyond mere geography. They are the canvases upon which epic tales of dragons, deities, and emperors have been painted. The wind whispering through the pines carries echoes of ancient poetry, and the mists that cling to the valleys conceal worlds both real and imagined. To journey here is to step into a living storybook, where the line between the physical and the mythical blurs. The beauty is not just in what you see, but in the profound stories that lie just beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered by those who are willing to look and listen closely. So, I invite you to join me on an extraordinary journey. We will venture beyond the well-trodden paths to explore locations that are as rich in legend as they are visually stunning. We will walk among rainbow-colored mountains, stand before sacred peaks that touch the heavens, and gaze into waters so pure they are said to be the mirrors of goddesses. This is an exploration of China's soul, a discovery of its most enchanting and hidden natural wonders. Let us begin. Our journey begins in a place that seems sculpted by a divine, almost playful hand. This is Gao Yiling, a landscape so vibrant and surreal it challenges belief. Here, the earth is painted in astonishing stripes of red, orange, and white, layers of sandstone laid down over millions of years, and then carved by wind and water into a masterpiece of natural art. These are not just hills, they are the petrified waves of a forgotten colorful sea, frozen in time for us to witness. The ridges rise sharply, forming knife-edge paths that demand both courage and reverence from those who walk them. To traverse these narrow spines is to feel as though you are walking between worlds, with plunging chasms on either side, and the immense sky above. The air is thin and pure, and the silence is broken only by the sound of the wind, a constant companion in this high-altitude wonderland. It's a place that makes you feel profoundly small, yet deeply connected to the immense power of the earth. Local legend whispers that this extraordinary formation is not the work of geology alone. It is said to be the resting place of a celestial dragon, its colossal body forming the undulating ridges in its scales, creating the dazzling multicolored patterns. As you walk here, you can almost feel the rhythmic pulse of this mythical creature slumbering beneath your feet. The story imbues the landscape with a supernatural aura, transforming a geological marvel into a sacred living entity. The character of Gao Yiling is never static, it is a landscape in constant flux. With every shift of the sun, the colors deepen and change. The morning light sets the red sandstone ablaze, while the setting sun casts long, dramatic shadows, accentuating the deep crevices and sharp peaks. It is as if the dragon stirs in its sleep, its scales shimmering with a different light. This constant transformation adds to the feeling that you are in a place governed by forces beyond our understanding. The paths themselves are a testament to the human desire to connect with such places. Carved with care, they follow the natural contours of the rock, leading adventurers on a thrilling pilgrimage. Each step is a careful negotiation with the mountain, a dance between human determination and the raw power of nature. The reward for this effort is a view that is simply unparalleled, a panorama of color and form that stretches to the horizon. Looking out from the highest point, you see a world stripped down to its essential elements: rock, sky, and light. The sheer scale of it is humbling. The vibrant colors seem to bleed into one another, creating a fluid, dreamlike vista. It feels less like a part of our world, and more like a glimpse into another dimension, a place where the rules of nature are rewritten in a more brilliant and dramatic script. This is a landscape that speaks not in words, but in feelings. It evokes a sense of awe, of wonder, and of a deep primal connection to the planet. The supernatural aura is palpable. It's in the sharp, clean air, in the impossible colors of the rock, and in the sheer audacity of its formation. It's a reminder that our world still holds places of profound mystery and magic. To experience Gao Yiling is to witness the earth as an artist. It is a place that defies easy description, a spectacle that must be seen to be truly comprehended. As we leave the dragon's spine behind, its vibrant colors remain burned into our memory. a first powerful taste of the hidden wonders that lie scattered across the vast tapestry of China. We now travel to a place where the spiritual and the natural worlds ascend to meet the heavens, Mount Fanjing. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a sanctuary of biodiversity and a sacred mountain in Chinese Buddhism. Its most iconic feature is the new Golden Peak, or Red Cloud Golden Peak, a towering isolated spire split in two at its summit, with a temple perched precariously on each half. This is a sight that truly beggars belief. The two peaks are connected by a narrow stone bridge, an astonishing feat of ancient engineering and faith. To cross it is to walk on a thread between earth and sky, suspended over a chasm of mist and air. It symbolizes a journey from the mortal world to the divine, a passage that requires not just physical effort but a leap of faith. The atmosphere here is thick with mysticism, a sense of having reached a place that is not entirely of this world. Mount Fanjing is a haven for life. It is one of the last remaining habitats of the rare Guizhou golden monkey, a creature with a wise old face and a coat of burnished gold. Seeing these gentle primates moving gracefully through the ancient trees is a profound experience. They are the living spirits of this forest, a symbol of the mountain's precious and fragile ecosystem, which has remained a protected island of biodiversity for millennia. The slopes of the mountain are dotted with Buddhist temples, some clinging to cliff faces, others nestled in quiet groves. For over 1,000 years, pilgrims have made the arduous journey to these sacred sites, seeking enlightenment and peace. The air is often filled with the faint scent of incense and the distant sound of chanting, sounds that blend seamlessly with the rustle of leaves and the calls of birds. The mountain itself feels like a temple. The journey upwards is a meditation in itself. Thousands of stone steps wind their way through dense forests, past waterfalls, and over gurgling streams. The path is often shrouded in a thick rolling mist, which isolates you from the world below and focuses the mind on the present moment. Each step is a small victory, a shedding of worldly concerns as you ascend closer to the sacred peaks. The mists of Fanjingshan are legendary. They can roll in without warning, transforming the landscape in an instant. Peaks that were visible moments before vanish into a sea of white, only to reappear later, seemingly transformed. This ever-changing veil adds to the mystical atmosphere, creating a sense of a world that is constantly revealing and concealing its secrets. It is as if the mountain itself decides what it will show you. Reaching the summit is a deeply rewarding experience. Looking down, you see a sea of clouds stretching to the horizon, with other mushroom-shaped rock formations piercing through like islands in a celestial ocean. The feeling is one of supreme tranquility and isolation. You are standing on a pinnacle of time, surrounded by a landscape that has inspired poets, monks, and artists for centuries. The sacred history of Mount Fanjing is etched into every rock and tree. It is a place where humanity's quest for spiritual meaning has found a perfect home in a landscape of sublime natural beauty. It's a testament to the idea that the divine can be found in the wild, and that by protecting these places, we are also protecting a vital part of our own heritage and soul. Mount Fanjing is not just a mountain, it is a stairway to a higher state of being. Our path now leads us west, to the remote and majestic Tianshan mountain range. Nestled high among these formidable peaks, like a sapphire dropped from the heavens, lies Tianchi, the heavenly lake. This is a glacial lake of almost impossible beauty, its waters a brilliant deep turquoise that reflects the surrounding landscape with perfect mirror-like clarity. To stand on its shores is to feel a profound sense of peace and wonder. The lake is cradled by towering snow-capped peaks, their white crowns a stark and beautiful contrast against the deep blue of the sky and the even deeper blue of the water. These are the Bogda Peaks, which remain snow-covered for much of the year, feeding the lake with their pure, glacial meltwater. The air here is crisp and clean, carrying the scent of pine from the dense forests that cling to the lower slopes. Legend tells that this ethereal place was the private bathing pool of the Queen Mother of the West, a powerful and enigmatic goddess in the Chinese pantheon. It is said she would descend from her heavenly palace to this secluded lake, its serene beauty a fitting retreat for a deity. This story lends the lake an aura of sacred femininity and divine grace, transforming it from a mere body of water into a mythical sanctuary. The reflections on Tianchi are its most mesmerizing feature. On a calm day, the surface becomes a flawless mirror, creating a perfect, inverted world. The snow-capped mountains, the dark green forests, the passing clouds, all are duplicated in the lake's still, silent depths. It creates a dizzying, beautiful symmetry that blurs the line between reality and reflection, making you feel as though you could step right into the watery sky below. The sense of serene isolation here is absolute. Far from the noise and rush of the modern world, Tianchi exists in a state of timeless tranquility. The only sounds are the gentle lapping of water against the shore, the sigh of the wind through the spruce trees, and the distant call of an eagle circling high above. It is a place that encourages introspection, a landscape that quiets the mind and soothes the soul. The journey to the lake is part of its magic. As you ascend into the Tianshan, or Celestial Mountains, the world changes. The landscape becomes grander, wilder. You leave the arid plains far below and enter a realm of alpine meadows, thick forests, and finally, the breathtaking reveal of the lake itself. It feels like a discovery, a secret jewel uncovered in the heart of the mountains. The changing seasons bring different moods to the heavenly lake. In summer, its shores are carpeted with wildflowers, and its waters are a vibrant turquoise. In winter, it freezes over, transforming into a vast sheet of white jade, surrounded by a silent, snow-laden forest. Each season paints the scene with a different palette, but the essential, serene beauty remains unchanged. Xinjiang Tianshan Tianchi is a testament to the pure, unadorned beauty of the natural world. It needs no temples or man-made structures to enhance its power. Its majesty is inherent in its very existence. It is a place where the earth offers a vision of heaven, a reminder of the quiet, profound beauty that can be found in the world's most remote and untouched corners. It is, in every sense of the word, a heavenly lake. We now venture into the very heart of wild China, into the dense, mist-shrouded forests of Shennongjia. This is a place that feels ancient, a remnant of a primeval world. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it is one of central China's largest and most complete primary forests, a vast wilderness where nature has been allowed to follow its own course for millennia. The air here is heavy with moisture and the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. The forests are a labyrinth of ancient trees, their trunks thick with moss and their branches reaching up to form a dense canopy that filters the sunlight into a dim, green twilight. Mist is a constant presence, drifting silently between the trees, muffling sound and creating an atmosphere of deep mystery. To walk here is to feel as though you have stepped back in time, to an era before human dominance. Shennongjia is celebrated for its incredible biodiversity. It is a sanctuary for countless rare and protected species. Golden snub-nosed monkeys, with their striking blue faces, leap through the high canopy. The elusive clouded leopard stalks the forest floor, and the giant salamander, one of the world's largest amphibians, inhabits its clear, cold streams. This is a living laboratory of evolution, a treasure trove of life. But Shennongjia is perhaps most famous for a creature whose existence remains unproven, the Yeren, or wild man. For centuries, local people and explorers have reported sightings of a tall, hairy, ape-like hominid roaming the deepest parts of the forest. While scientific evidence is lacking, the legend endures, adding a thrilling layer of mystery and intrigue to this already enigmatic wilderness. The forest keeps its secrets well, the landscape is rugged and untamed, steep mountains are separated by deep winding valleys, through which pristine rivers flow. The terrain is challenging, and large parts of the region remain inaccessible, which has been crucial to the preservation of its primeval character. It is a place that does not yield easily to human intrusion, demanding respect and a sense of humility. The name Shennongjia comes from the mythical emperor Shennong, the divine farmer, who is said to have come here millennia ago to collect herbs for medicine. Legend has it that he built a ladder of vines to scale a sheer cliff, and the ladder to heaven is now a famous local landmark. This story ties the wilderness to the very roots of Chinese civilization and its deep knowledge of the natural world. Exploring Shennongjia is an immersive sensory experience. It's the feeling of the cool, damp air on your skin, the sound of 1,000 hidden insects, the sight of vibrant fungi growing on a fallen log, and the feeling of awe as you stand before a tree that has stood for centuries. It's a powerful reminder of the complexity and resilience of the natural world when it is left undisturbed. This primeval beauty is a precious and fragile thing. Shennongjia stands as a powerful symbol of what we stand to lose if we fail to protect our planet's last wild places. It is more than just a forest, it is a repository of biological history, a source of enduring mystery, and a place where the untamed spirit of the earth can still be felt in its full, raw power. It is a journey into the wild heart of China. Our pilgrimage now takes us to one of the 4 sacred Buddhist mountains of China, the majestic Mount Emei. This is a place where nature's grandeur and deep spiritual devotion merge into a single, awe-inspiring experience. The journey here is as important as the destination, a climb up thousands of stone steps that have been worn smooth by the feet of countless pilgrims over more than 1,000 years. The path winds its way upwards through lush, subtropical forests. The air is alive with the sounds of the mountain, the chirping of cicadas, the chatter of monkeys, and the distant, resonant chime of a temple bell. Ancient monasteries and temples appear as if by magic out of the mist, offering moments of rest and contemplation. Each one is a sanctuary, a repository of art, history, and unwavering faith. As one ascends, the world below seems to fall away, replaced by an ever-expanding vista of clouds and neighboring peaks. The physical effort of the climb becomes a form of moving meditation. With each step, the mind grows quieter, more focused. The pilgrimage is a metaphor for the Buddhist path itself, a long, often arduous journey towards enlightenment, with moments of profound beauty and insight along the way. The summit is the culmination of this spiritual and physical journey. Here, at over 3,000 meters, stands the Golden Summit, crowned by a colossal, multi-faced golden statue of the Bodhisattva Samantabhadra. Gleaming in the alpine sun, it is a breathtaking sight, a monumental testament to devotion, visible for miles around. To stand in its presence is to feel a powerful sense of peace and reverence. Mount Emei is also famous for a rare and mystical natural phenomenon known as the Buddha's halo, or Emei's precious light. On certain afternoons, when conditions are just right, an observer looking down from the summit into the sea of clouds can see a full-circle rainbow. In the center of this vibrant halo is the observer's own shadow. For centuries, pilgrims have regarded this as a sign of their own enlightenment. The experience is deeply personal and profoundly moving. To see your own form enshrined in a halo of divine light is an unforgettable moment, a strange and beautiful interaction between light, atmosphere, and human perception. It blurs the line between science and spirituality, a natural wonder that feels like a personal miracle. It's easy to understand why it has been revered for so long. The natural majesty of Mount Emei is as powerful as its spiritual significance. The mountain is home to a huge diversity of plants, some of them found nowhere else on Earth, and its forests are alive with creatures, including the famously bold Tibetan macaques who often interact with travelers along the path. It is a complete ecosystem, a world in itself, from its verdant base to its icy summit. Mount Emei represents a perfect synthesis of the human quest for meaning and the sublime power of the natural world. It is a place where a flight of stone steps can lead to a glimpse of heaven, and where the light itself seems to offer a blessing. It is a mountain that must be experienced not just with the eyes, but with the body, the mind, and the spirit. It is a true pilgrimage for the soul. For our final destination, we journey to the coast of Zhejiang province, to a landscape born of fire and sculpted by time Yandang mountain. This is not a single peak, but a vast range of volcanic rock formations, a natural gallery of dramatic cliffs, strange peaks, and breathtaking waterfalls. Its beauty is one of movement and transformation, a place that looks different from every angle and at every time of day. The peaks here are sharp and theatrical. They rise from the earth like shattered teeth or ancient sentinels, their forms suggesting all manner of figures and creatures to the imaginative eye. This is a key part of Yandang's charm. The rocks seem to shift and change their identity as you move among them. A formation that looks like a pair of kissing lovers from one angle might look like a scholar reading a book from another. This shifting perspective is most famous in the peak viewing at night experience. As dusk falls, and the details of the rock fade into silhouette, the formations take on new life. Guided by moonlight and imagination, visitors see the cliffs transform into a parade of mythical beasts, characters from folklore, and dramatic scenes. It is a reminder that what we see is a collaboration between the landscape and our own minds. Yandang Mountain is also a place of water and air. Its most famous feature is the Great Dragon Waterfall, one of the highest waterfalls in China. It plunges nearly 200 meters from a sheer cliff face, a thundering column of white water that seems to fly from the sky. The power and grace of the waterfall are mesmerizing, filling the air with a fine mist and a constant, deep roar. The history of the mountain is one of quiet contemplation. For centuries, its secluded caves and hidden grottos have served as retreats for Buddhist and Taoist monks seeking solitude and enlightenment. You can still find ancient meditation caves carved into the cliff faces, silent and empty, yet still holding a palpable sense of peace and deep history. They are windows into a more contemplative past. The landscape's artistry is a direct result of its violent volcanic origins. The rock, rhyolite, is perfect for forming dramatic, sheer cliffs and towering columns. Over millions of years, the forces of erosion have worked on this volcanic canvas, carving out the valleys, sharpening the peaks, and creating a landscape that is both rugged and exquisitely detailed. It is geology as grand-scale sculpture. Each part of the Yandang range has its own character. Lingfeng, the spiritual peaks, is known for its nighttime transformations. Lingyan, the spiritual rocks, is famous for its heart-stopping, flying acrobatic performances between two peaks. And the Great Dragon Waterfall area is a celebration of the power of water. To explore Yandang is to move through different galleries, each with its own distinct masterpieces. Yandang Mountain is a celebration of nature's dynamism and its capacity for creating art. It is a place that invites you to look closer, to use your imagination, and to see the stories hidden in the stone. It is a landscape that is alive, constantly changing with the light and with the perspective of the person viewing it. A fitting end to our journey through China's most legendary and artistic natural wonders. Our journey through China's hidden landscapes comes to an end, but the wonder of these places endures. We have walked on the dragon's spine, stood on sacred summits, and gazed into a heavenly lake. These are not merely destinations on a map, they are experiences that touch the soul, stories written in stone, water, and mist. They are a world away from the crowded tourist sites, waiting to be discovered by those who are willing to venture beyond the pages of the usual travel guides, and seek a deeper connection. These are the places where the earth and the heavens seem to meet, where the veil between the physical and the mythical feels thin. They remind us that our planet is still full of magic, mystery, and sublime beauty. To stand in these landscapes is to feel a sense of awe that is both humbling and uplifting, to be a part of a story that is far older and grander than our own. They are a powerful testament to the enduring majesty of the natural world. So I encourage you to seek them out. Go and create your own unforgettable memories in China's dreamlike landscapes. Let the mists of Shennongjia envelop you, climb the sacred steps of Mount Emei, and see the rocks of Yandang come alive at night. For in these hidden corners of the world, you will not only discover the heart of a nation, but perhaps also a new and wonderful part of yourself. The adventure is there, waiting for you.